I get a lot of questions about what I do, how I do, what I do, and all that. And that's what I'm documenting. Not necessarily telling you what to do. It's more of showing you what I do as an inspiration for what can be done. Hello, gang. Welcome back to Mark's 60 plus fitness journey. I was just thinking, I just got back from a run. As I was running, my mind was going a mile a minute, as always. And I was reminiscing about my whole path to where I am today, and I was reliving some of my past exploits. And I didn't just show up here out of the blue. I do have some sort of a fitness background. I guess it's a fitness background. So what I wanted to do was introduce myself a little deeper in that regard, in that context. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you what I was doing from my mid-teens and just a rough overview from there to now. So let's do that. Okay, so in my mid-teens, 14 to 18 or so, generally high school age here in the United States, during that period, I played football, American football, and wrestled. And I was not terribly good at either one of those because I wasn't really fast enough for my weight and I wasn't big enough to do something else. So I was all right. But when I was playing football, I was about 175 pounds, 84 kilograms or so. And when I was wrestling, I had to lose weight because that's the way it is in the United States. I wrestled at 138, which is about 62 and a half kilograms. So I did that, and that was that. I was done with it. Didn't do anything after that. And after that, I started a career. I started working at a government shipyard here in the United States. And I did that for 17 and a half years. Really hated that job. But during that time frame, like from 18 to 25, it might have been a little older than that, I was doing some heavy powerlifting, which kind of started up here around 17 or 18. And I was actually pretty good at this. If I'd have pursued this a little further, I think I could have been on a national level at least. But these are the best that I did. My personal best at 181 pound class, which was in the United States, which is about 82 kilograms. My best bench press was 470 pounds in competition. I actually did more than that, but that's 230 kilograms. My squat was 610 pounds, 277. And a deadlift, 600, and that's about 272 kg. And again, that was at a 181 pound, 82 kilogram weight class here in the States. The reason I gave that up was I got caught up in my work here at the time, and I was kind of, regardless of the fact I didn't like it, I was moving up, doing well, so kind of gave that up. So there was a whole time frame there where I was doing nothing really. I was just doing some general fitness. I was doing some lifting, but that was about it. And somewhere around this time frame, I saw this movie here in the United States called Breaking Away. It was about bicycle racing, this kid in Indiana. And I got jazzed about bicycles. I bought a bicycle, and I got into bicycle racing heavy when I was 30 years old. Here it was called Masters Racing. And in the United States, there's categories, Cat 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Pro. So I moved from Cat 5 all the way up to Cat 2, which was pretty good. And I was a pretty good bicycle racer. I was more of a sprinter. I was a very good sprinter. But I ended up in 2 bicycle crashes, and the last one resulted in my first ever ambulance ride, and it just kind of faded from there. I mean, it gradually faded, and I don't think I've been on a bike in 30 years, really. In this whole time frame here, 35 to 50, I literally did not much at all. Again, I was caught up in my work here that I hated. It was killing me. I was working too much, and I was generally getting flabby, getting soft, and not really caring much. This is kind of where my alcohol abuse started, right? It was in this self-medicating time frame. But then around age 50 to 54-ish, I kind of got back on the bandwagon, and I started running a lot. I really got into running, and so mostly running and a little lifting. I was just trying to get a little bit more of a beach body going, not so much as a bodybuilder type thing. And so I got into a lot of races. I mean, I was on 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathons. I never did a marathon. But locally, I was pretty good in the 5K races. I actually won a lot of age groups, but I wasn't fast. I mean, I think my fastest 5K was 21:43. And that was somewhere around 53, 54. And then there was a time frame here, a year, where I just lost complete control. And I've documented this in another video or two about my alcohol consumption and how it got the best of me. So this was a lost year here, literally a lost year. There was a rehab involved here, and it was ugly, but I appreciate it because it was in reality the best year, because since then it's been awesome. But since that point, from 56 to now, is kind of what I'm documenting when I say my fitness journey. Obviously, it starts back here, but right now, what I'm doing is living a healthier life, trying to stay mobile and active and independent, and people seem to gravitate towards that with me. So, as I mentioned before, I get a lot of questions about what I do, how I do, what I do, and all that. And that's what I'm documenting. Not necessarily telling you what to do. It's more of showing you what I do as an inspiration for what can be done. So this is where I am now, smack dab in the middle of getting old, documenting this on YouTube, and just passing the word that you don't have to age in an ugly way. You can age in a graceful, strong, positive way. That's my message with my 60 plus fitness journey. We got a lot to go, if we're lucky, from this point to the point where we breathe our last breath. And I want to do it in an active, vibrant way. So this is how I got here. I didn't just fall off the apple truck, as they say, as I'm saying here in the States. I didn't just show up out of nowhere. I did have a history, and the weight training / bodybuilding training I have is old school. So the stuff I know in my head is old school. So I tend to think that there's a lot of overthinking of the fitness approach nowadays. There's a lot of craziness out there. It's almost a circus. So I might tend to be a curmudgeon about this and stick to the old stuff, but I'm willing to learn, having to relearn a lot of this stuff. But that's where I am. Just wanted to let you know where I'm coming from, a little better idea, and hopefully inspire you guys to start your own journey. That's it. So, if you appreciate my content, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that reminder bell, and tell your friends. And I do appreciate you being here. It is so cool. Thank you so much. Until next time, go get 'em. Mark out.